Hi friends. Today I want to give you some information about two type of insurance coverage. One is an SR-22 and the other one is non-owners insurance. So what is an SR-22 and what is a non-owners insurance and why do you need them? So let's first talk about the SR-22. So what that is, and the reason why you may need one is if, say, for instance, a person has multiple traffic offenses like red lights, running red lights, stop signs, accidents, DWI or DUI. That is one reason. If your driver license is suspended or if it's revoked, that's another reason. Driving without insurance or driving without a valid driver license. Those are things that will constitute an SR-22, okay? And an SR-22, that is a mandate by the state. So if the state tells you that you need an SR-22, you have to get that SR-22. And it is a financial certificate. It's a document that is filed by the insurance company, which confirms that you, the driver, has necessary coverage. Because when you, for the SR-22, you have to go to an insurance company, to an insurance agent, and request an SR-22, and they'll be able to provide you an SR-22. So you may be required to file it with the DMV, okay? So it's a very important document if you are ordered to have it. Because if you're ordered and you don't get it, you could be in a lot of trouble with the law. So just bear that in mind. If you're ordered to get an SR-22, please get the SR-22. And so that also, what it also does, it certifies that a person has vehicle insurance. And that insurance coverage must meet at least the minimum the state require. So whatever, like in Texas, it is like 30,000 per person, 60,000 per occurrence, and 25,000 property damage. So that is what you will need. That is the minimum, the state mandate. So you will need to have that. So if you're ordered by the court, you need to have that, or if you have a mandate by the state to get an SR-22, you must get it. So that is not something to play around with, okay? And how do you know if you need one? Of course, if you were to, say, pull over by a police officer and you have to go to court because you don't have those above things that I talked about, insurance or like a valid license, or if they pull you over for DWI, driving under the influence or driving while intoxicated, those are reasons for you to get it. And then so once you go to court, the state will notify you, and then you'll call your insurance company, or you'll go in because you're going to need to get that document so that you can so that may be filed, okay? So that is some information about the SR-22. I hope none of you ever have to get an SR-22. Okay, so now let me tell you something about the non-owners car insurance. For non-owners car insurance, that is liability coverage for people who do not own a vehicle but uses other people's vehicle. So it protects you from financial responsibility for damages you cause in an accident while using someone else's car. It covers the person. It covers legal expenses for you So say you're driving and you have an accident, you hit someone, cause injury to the person and to a car, then that coverage will protect them. It's not going to protect you, except for like legal expenses, okay? It covers legal expenses for you, it covers the bodily injury to someone else, and it covers property damage to that other person's vehicle, okay? So that is non-owner's insurance. And the reason why you may need a non-owner's insurance is this. Some people may not have a vehicle, but they have to go, run errands, go to work, whatever the situation may be. And in some cases, usually people need a car to go to work. So if they have a non-owner's insurance policy, they can rent a car too with it, just to use that to go to work, so that they have their transportation. Because renting a car, you definitely need to show that you have insurance. So it does not cover, again, it's not going to cover you, like injury to yourself, and it does not provide insurance for you. It is for the other person. So that's why you'll need that type of coverage. Now, another thing, I do not recommend you driving someone's car without permission. Okay, driving someone's car without permission, you are responsible for damages in the event of an accident, and you may face legal consequences. So the best thing to do is, you don't have a car, you get coverage. It's not expensive. A non-owner's insurance is just liability that is required. And once you have your liability coverage, and say someone, some people, sometimes friends, family may have an extra vehicle that you could probably borrow, but be responsible and have at least liability coverage. So because if you're driving, can't stress this enough, if you're driving someone's car with permission, you're good. If you're driving it without permission, then you could be legally responsible for any type of damages that is caused while you're operating that vehicle. Now, if you're driving someone's car with permission and it results in an accident, then the owner of the vehicle that you're driving, that they're typically responsible for damages because they give you permission, and that is called permissive driving. They give you permission to drive the car. So the car, insurance look at the car, it's not the person. So whoever car it is, that insurance is responsible. They will take care of those damages. And let's see what else, make sure I'm not missing. Oh, if you're not licensed and you are, this one is big, please pay attention to this. And this is for someone who may have a policy, and you may have people who are not listed on your policy. So if a person is not licensed and they're excluded from your policy, you may be personally liable for damages and face consequences for that if they are not licensed. Like, some parents may let their kids, high school kids, drive their vehicle because they're not licensed. And also on their policy, when they get coverage for the insurance, they may tell the insurance company to exclude them because they're not driving, because we know that teenagers, the insurance for them, it's very, very high. So a lot of parents sometimes will say to exclude their kids. But when they exclude their kids, there is an accident, that could be a really bad decision to do. So it might as well sometimes just go ahead and do it. Add them to the policy, so that you avoid any type of issue with the state, with the court, going to court, be liable, financial responsibility. All of that kicks into play if they're not under policy and they're driving your vehicle. Okay, so you know, and that is for if you have people driving your car. And actually I say children, but it's like anyone driving your car that is not under policy, and they are excluded from the policy. The insurance company, they're not going to take care of the situation. Now, if you go back and, you know, you exclude them and then you say that you allow them to drive the car, it's going to be it's going to come right back to you. So be careful when making decisions about who drives your vehicle. And let's say for some people, let's say someone take your car without permission, and they use the car with you may be home, not home, but they come and take the car because they have errands to run, and they drive it without permission. Most likely the insurance won't cover them because they took it without permission, and then you say, yeah, I didn't give it to them. So the insurance won't be responsible. They are responsible to take care of those damages caused, okay? Or you may be, well, actually it depends on relationship, because if it's your child, then you are responsible for the damages, okay? Let's see what else here. Okay, let's go back to the SR-22 real quick note, because the SR-22, you may have to keep that active for like 3 years, okay? If it is canceled, and that is the insurance aspect, if that insurance that you get on your vehicle for the SR-22, if it is canceled for non-payment, or if you cancel it, the insurance company must notify the DMV, and that could get you into a lot of trouble. So just to recap, the SR-22, because that is so important, the SR-22 is a document you need if you're ordered to get one due to traffic offenses, DWI, DUI, DWI, your driver license suspended or revoked, violation, traffic violation, or driving without a valid driver license, okay? So those are some important information in regards to those two types that a lot of people don't really know or understand about insurance. So I hope that helps, and please like the video and subscribe, because sometimes I just come on with certain things that people don't talk about, or even your insurance agent do not, you know, talk about. Sometimes they don't have time to go over all these things with a person. So just like the video, and you can comment on it, and then I'll go, you know, check comments and respond to you. And also subscribe so that when I come on with different things, then you'll have access to that, okay? So please like and subscribe, and thank you for your time, and so I'll see you soon.